welcome to my channel. This is Kara. Today we're gonna start an exciting, fun new series about drawing popular characters from movies or TV series. So this is a finished sketch for the Witness's character from Netflix Love, Death, and Robots. You can see I involved some of my own style into this character, so the face is kind of smoother and the eyes are rounder. As you can see, this video I'm doing something slightly different from previous times. I'm trying to use this masking fluid. I said that previously that one of my favorite watercolorists, she actually liked to use masking fluid a lot, so I'm trying this out. As you can see, I'm using some dip pen to kind of going through the edges. I will list all the tools I used in the descriptions. Let me eat my weight in glee. I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. So because the masking fluid is white, it's kind of a little hard to see. I'm moving it closer to you guys to see. So those brighter things are masking fluid. The reason why I'm using masking fluid for the edges is because I would like to have a darker and a smooth wash of the background. And you know, watercolor is kind of a transparent medium, so you have to fight with time in order to make the wash smooth. And if you protect the edges with the masking fluid, you can kind of be less careful with the edges so that you can basically fight the time better. This is also my first time using masking fluid, so sometimes I did not do a very good job of make the edges crisp enough, so that sometimes I still make mistakes when I'm doing the washes, but later I made some remedies, so I don't think it really show up as a problem as the final work. For people watching my video for the first time, my name is Kara. I'm not a professional artist, but I like drawing, and I would like to share my aha moments of drawing and how I improve my technique, how I make some wonderful things through drawing without going through professional training, and I hope it helped people. And also I would like to get more advice from you guys as well. We can improve together. I don't usually have this dark of a background wash for my paintings, but this character is from a thriller, and she does have a dark side to herself, so I would like to keep the darkness style in the drawing. World of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink. Okay, now is the fun part. We'll be removing the dried masking fluid. I'm using kind of a plastic bag to wrap my finger and going through the edges. Note that this process has to wait until all the watercolor paint has dried. Otherwise, you'll be damaging the paper. I actually left the drawing for like half an hour when I was taking a bath. So after removing all the masking fluid, we start with the coloring of the character itself. As you can see, again, I'm starting with some lighter colors and gradually building up. The process is not too different from before, but because this is kind of original drawing, I'm kind of making trials and errors of colors, and you will see I'm keep changing colors, made mistakes, and then correcting things. all through the video.
I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
I'm still not fully confident about drawing skin colors, so you can see I'm making corrections all the time. But still, as the process, you can probably figure out some most important tips for watercolors. So if you want one color to smoothly transit into another color, then you need to make sure you add different colors while they're wet. On the other hand, if you want to create a more crisp edges across colors, then you need to make sure the underlying layers has already dry before you apply another layer. And this can apply to the cases where you want to add shades, highlights, etc.
Just tripping on day. Dreams got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
For people watching my video for the first time, you probably noticed that English is not my first language. I'm mainly speaking it because I would like my video to be watched by more people. So if you feel sometimes it's hard to understand me, feel free to ask me questions in the comments, and I will try my best to address any questions. Thank you. I don't have to talk while you guys are enjoying the video, but I think it's important because I hope I can explain the whys of the things I was doing, because I think that really helped people improve the drawing. We need to be more careful with eyes, so I switched to a more detailed brush.
Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of
Here I'm using a marker to go through the edges again because the background is pretty dark, and this technique will make the character more popped out. I did make some draft before I draw this final one, but I didn't really try out the coloring part. So you might see like I'm not really confident of which color I should use. It's because I'm also kind of going through the try and error process while I'm finishing this drawing. I think that's also one of the fun part of drawing. And when you're an amateur, you're not really a professional, you don't have that much pressure of drawing like have to be a wonderful piece of work. Instead, you just enjoy the process, you enjoy the try and error, and enjoy the surprises. I often have friends saying like they don't know how to draw, there's simply no artistic genes in their cell. I don't believe there's such a thing. Humans have their right brains, and they're intrinsically having this power of imagination, and I think everybody can enjoy drawing, and all the techniques are try and error process. You will get familiar with the tools you're using, and eventually you will make wonderful things, and that's why I think drawing is so fascinating. Now this is the characteristic makeup part, which is the fun part that makes her so different from the original sketch I have, because the sketch I did not really have the makeup on, but now with the coloring part, she has the makeup and she looks so different simply because of that.
I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Notice that the color can change after you finish drawing. So here I left the drawing for like an hour or so and then started painting again. You can see the face now look darker than I expected. So I started adding some whiter paint to brighten the face a little bit, and it seemed to work out. But still, this is not the recommended way to draw watercolor, I guess. We should always start with light colors and then add darker ones. But when you're unhappy with the result, at least you have some ways to turn it around.
Believe kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
The lower letters get polluted more while I was painting the background. So I decided to use a darker color to cover them all. So this is one way to fix it.
I wanna taste your content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption, breathe faster.
Here I'm using a fine tip ink pen to add some details to the eyes, eyebrows, and later her scars, kind of.
Just wanna be carefree lately.
Okay, so this is the final one. I think it's a pretty fun project. I think people will really have fun to draw characters from their favorite movies and TV series. I hope you enjoyed today's video.
Laces, yeah, just tripping on.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe. Carrie is here for more videos, and see you next time.
Around the nursery and count sheep.